Dave Barry Vampire Story, final chapter. Chapter 4, Resolution. She's coming around, I heard Phil's voice and tone. Raising my eyelids, I opened my eyes. I was lying on my back, and there was a small piece of Denise's back. Hovering above me were Phil, Stuart, and Sven, as well as Phil's family and the Jonas brothers. What happened? I queried weakly. Phil shook his head lovingly. You almost got yourself and all of us killed because of your unbelievably irresponsible, deranged, self-centered behavior, he remarked, adding, but that just makes me desire you more, you crazy, quirky, irresistible woman, you. Stuart and Sven moved their heads vertically up and down in nods of agreement. But how did you win the climatic fight? I pressed. Through a lot of action, Phil explained. Wow, I stated, that must have been incredibly exciting. It was, he concurred with a twinkle in his tawny eyes. But what are the Jonas brothers doing here? I persisted. We love you, they stated in unison. Join the club, I sighed in rueful resignation, drawing heartily supernatural chuckles all around. Well, I went on, at least our other troubles are over. Phil looked at me with an expression of not totally agreeing with my assertion. What is it? I interrogated, adding, is something wrong? The Gambinis are very upset, he replied pensively. They vowed to return with a huge vampire army and kill everybody in the Pacific Northwest, including Boise. I nodded, struck once again by the way Phil's gorgeous cheekbones accented the chiseled perfection of his chin. Also, he went on, it turns out that all those recent hiker deaths were not caused by Denise, but by a long-dormant supernatural race of giant homicidal pine cones who have been awakened by global warming and now prowl the woods around Creepstone each night, savagely attacking every living thing in their path. I thought that was just a Native American legend, I protested, fighting the urge to run my hand through the tousled perfection of Phil's hair. If only, he muttered. It's only a matter of time before they come into town and are attracted to you, and on top of all that, there's also the fact that Stuart and I are still mortal enemies who could very well kill each other in our relentless struggle to possess you. Don't forget about me, chimed in Sven. And us, assented the Jonas brothers. Me too, called a voice from the distance. Who was that? I inquired. Zac Efron, observed Phil. Oh no, I reflected. I love you, shouted Zac Efron, getting closer. I want to. His voice was suddenly cut off. I heard a harsh chomping sound. What was that? I ventured. Pine cone got him, responded Stuart. Those things are fast. We'd better get back into town, suggested Phil warily. Yes, I assented eagerly. Pete would be regaining consciousness soon. Phil picked me up in his gorgeous, sculpted arms and began running with impossible swiftness through the trees towards Creepstone, followed by Stuart and Sven, and much further behind by the Jonas brothers, who lack supernatural speed but are very cute. Reflecting in my mind on how much I had made all those males suffer, I vowed mentally to stop, once and for all, being such an indecisive, self-centered ninny. Until the next book. The end.